dear students. This is the part 8 of chapter 2 whole numbers. Today we shall begin with the solution of classwork and homework of part 7, because some of you were not able to complete the homework and classwork and didn't submit to me. So question number 1 was, determine the product of greatest number of 4 digits and smallest number of 3 digits. So first we have to see what is the greatest number of 4 digits. Greatest number of 4 digits is 9999, and smaller number or smallest number of 3 digits is 100. So you have to find the product of 9999 and 100, which is very easy. 9999 into 100 equal to 999900. Your answer is 999900. Homework part. Question number 1. A dealer purchased 125 color TV sets. If one TV set costs rupees 19,820, determine the cost of all sets together. So, as it is a statement sum, I shall write the solution as one TV set costs rupees 19,820. And therefore, 125 TV sets cost 125 into rupees 19,820. 125 I can write it as 100 plus 20 plus 5. So 125 into rupees 19,820 equal to 100 plus 20 plus 5 into rupees 19,820, which is equal to 100 into rupees 19,820 plus 20 into rupees 19,820 plus 5 into rupees 19,820, which will give rupees 1982000 plus rupees 396400 plus rupees 99100. If I add all the three numbers, I get rupees 2477,500. So this is how you have to do it. Question number 2. A table fan costs rupees 1500 and a heater costs rupees 500. If Ram buys 20 fans and 20 heaters, how much it will cost altogether? Solution you should write like, one table fan cost rupees 1500. Therefore, 20 table fans will cost 20 into rupees 1500. One heater cost rupees 500. Therefore, 20 heaters cost 20 into rupees 500. Therefore, total cost is equal to cost of 20 fans plus cost of 20 heaters. So cost of 20 fans is 20 into rupees 1500 plus cost of 20 heaters is 20 into rupees 500. So I can write it as 20 into within bracket rupees 1500 plus rupees 500 using the distributive property. Rupees 1500 and rupees 500 will give you rupees 2000. 20 into rupees 2000 is equal to 40,000. So your answer is rupees 40,000. In our earlier classes, we have studied about addition, subtraction and multiplication of whole numbers. Today we shall start with the new topic, division on whole numbers. In my last class, I have shown the different parameters in a division sum. So what is divisor, what is dividend, what is quotient and what is remainder. Dividend is always equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. You have to keep in mind. Now let us study the different properties of division of whole numbers. The first property, as usual, closure property. If A and B are two whole numbers, then A divided by B is not always a whole number. 4 divided by 5, we cannot divide 4 by 5. So it is not a whole number, it is a fraction. So closure property does not hold good in division of whole numbers. Property number 2, commutative property. If A and B are two whole numbers, then A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. Let us take an example. 15 divided by 3. Here 15 is A and 3 is B. If I divide 15 by 3, we get 5. Now we change the order of the quantities. B I shall write as dividend and 15 I shall write as divisor. Then it will become 3 divided by 15, which I get 1 by 5 after cancelling out the common factors, which is equal to 1 by 5. Here 5 is not equal to 1 by 5. Therefore, A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. Therefore, commutative property doesn't hold good for division. Property number 3, when a whole number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. When a whole number is divided by 1, the quotient is the whole number itself. If A is not equal to 0, A divided by A is 1 and A divided by 1 is A. Example, I have taken 13 divided by 13 will give you 1 and 13 divided by 1 will give you 13. Property number 4, when 0 is divided by a whole number, the quotient is 0. If A is not equal to 0, then if I divide 0 by A, then we shall get answer 0. I have taken example 0 divided by 19, which is equal to 0. Property number 5, division by 0 is not defined. If the divisor is 0, we cannot define the quantity. A divided by 0 is not defined. 7 divided by 0 cannot be defined. Now let us do some exercises from 2.5. Question number 1, divide and check the quotient. 92619 divided by 123. So divisor is 123, dividend is 92619. 926 I can take 7 times. So 123 into 7, 861. From 926, 861 is subtracted, we get 65. From the dividend, 1 will come down and it will become 651. I can have 5 times as quotient. So I shall get 615. After subtraction, it is 36 and 9 will come down. 369 divided by 123, 3 times, it is 369. So remainder is 0. Now multiplication fact, we have to show that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. What result we have got? in the sum we have got quotient as 753 and remainder as 0. So we have to multiply 123 into quotient 753 and add the remainder, which is 0. I have multiplied 123 and 753. I got 92619, and remainder if you add, the result will remain same, 92619, which is equal to dividend. Next question, 75808 divided by 103. We have to divide 75808 by 103. We shall get quotient 736 and remainder 0. Now multiplication fact, we have to show that dividend 75808 is equal to divisor 103 into quotient 736 plus remainder, which is 0, is equal to the dividend. 103 into 736 is equal to 75808 plus remainder 0 will give 75808 is equal to, which is equal to dividend.